Hey everybody, it's Istvon82 and I am back, and I just realized the microphone is about 3 feet from my face, and I don't know how good an audio quality that will be. Oh, it's him making noise. Sorry I haven't had a chance to record any of this last few days, as I might have mentioned in other things. I'm kind of helping friends with various things, including moving at this point, and... So I guess I increased the boots, and every time it goes up, whatever. How's my armor doing? I don't think there's gonna be any more combat for a little bit, so let's grab that. Because I don't want the suit, or I want the suit to shut the hell up. Yeah, I don't want to actually kill them, because I kind of, feel sorry for them in a way, so this could be a bit awkward. Do I have a book that adds to speech? I don't think I do. Nope, not a damn bit. Well, this could be awkward. Like I said, I waited because I know this is going to be a long thing. Depending on how long it is, I may just make it one episode because, people might want to skip it, so remember that. I should probably take another Mentat for the stat boost. Yeah, hi. Dr. Klein.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite.
Yeah.
Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hope?
Let's see.
I recommend watching your toe. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again. And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
This is... Let's go with that one.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
That impossible. But I don't want to kill them. Alright, let's reload that and see what we can do. I kind of want to try and end this, peacefully-ish, because,
The lobotomite, Rich.
Yeah.
Yes. You are lying.
Mm-hmm.
No, you are not. Your heartbeat. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all.
No.
Yes, you can. You don't really have an alternative.
Dr. Klein, please. Let's see what its insides look like.
Klein, are you sure we've calculated all the combat probabilities here? I mean, the lobotomite confronted Mobius. Plus, we haven't had a COMBAT drill in forever. I don't think we could form a tactical attack triangle if we wanted to.
No.
Releasing the WOMBAT was not my plan, so get off my voice box.
Silencing opinionators.
We are bigger, smarter, and floatier than you, lobotomites.
Yeah, they are kind of
We don't wish
floaty.
to fight you.
Damn it. Let's see if another option.
Sorry.
Looks like I'm gonna have to fight him. I know I should have raised those. Oh well, that's a shame.
Behold the power of science!
Hey, that's a lot of pain all at once. Ow. I'm glad I got those stim packs. It's a shame. You can actually get a fairly nice setup. I need to heal up pretty badly, actually. Ah, that was painful. Please die a bit. It's just a bit, at least. Dr. 8? Isn't that the one that makes noise? It's a shame. I like him. He seemed the most reasonable. Ah, their explosions killed the last one, I think. That is a lot of stuff. Maybe it was worth it. Cool. Dr. Dala. That's a shame. I really didn't want to kill them. Oh well. Still, really, no regrets whatsoever. Let's see. What don't I need? Can I... Let me equip this layer. Probably scrap metal is what's weighing me down. Over by like 12 pounds. Damn it, stop that. Or those. Oops. Yeah, well, I ain't throwing those away. We're gonna go, going back. What is my current quest objective, actually? Leave the think tank. And then we'll get dialogue and shit, and stuff happens. At least that's as far as I remember. Well, that's a shame. I remember that being a lot more... Of course, all the other time I was probably full, you know, speech.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others.
Yes.
Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
And that's
the
not
courier
how it worked
had
out.
scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone.
Well, that's good.
As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success.
That's a
These
shame.
failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of Mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
Yes, I
The
see.
sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still,
Yes.
this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours.
Right.
The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book-chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip.
I
It
remember this one.
adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip.
Of course
And
it
the
was.
whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard
good for
that
it.
came to it.
The light switches
Good for
continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics
good
and
toaster.
spare parts.
Still my favorite.
After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other sink personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone.
And alive.
Well,
Mostly alive.
Except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty,
That's kind of
punishing the
amazing.
dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
It's fair.
Blind old
Thanks.
Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches.
Probably. Seems like.
Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
That seems fair.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again.
Yeah.
It
I can
heard
imagine.
simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead
How
city.
does it talk
In
about
time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate
Yeah.
the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
Oh, that's sweet of him.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This
Well,
confused
yes.
them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded.
And eliminated communism.
So it let
Yes.
its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
Oh, good
The
for it.
infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated
sad.
and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths.
Oh, good.
Slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy in step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Yeah,
The think tank basement, filled with the lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The
That's
monitors
a shame,
had recorded
really.
the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams.
They didn't really do that so much as
whimpers,
explode.
And pleas for mercy.
They didn't really do
They
that either.
broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that
Yeah.
other smarty pants were not welcome.
The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the
Oh, no, you didn't try.